everyone, and okay, we're back. So, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be drawing a great white shark in pencil because that's how I roll. So I'm moving to a different medium today. Was been doing ink, and today I felt like charcoal. So I've dug out my charcoal pencils, and I'm going to start actually with a traditional pencil and just get the shape where I want it on the paper. And he is quite a simple shape, but the reason I like this picture was also because there's actually quite fantastic ripples on the water above him, and that's what I wanted to try and portray. So I'm going to start the basic shape of his body. So his head to his fin, or his pectoral fins, and his head and his pectoral front of his pectoral fins to his back of his bottom. So there to there is pectoral fin, then to there is the shape of his tail. He's basically a torpedo shape. And then his tail is turned. So I'll add the turn on his tail. And he goes a little bit wider there. And he's got a beautiful tail. I've got a couple of references of sharks here, so I can get the shape of the tail. Like that. And it comes down like that. Top of it's longer than the bottom, so I've got to make sure I get that bit right, like that. Okay. Then, so like I said, top of his head, that's the front of his pectoral fin there. So, I'm going to do, actually more to this part of his belly. Draw that out there. And now his head to his pectoral is the same length as his fin. So, mark that in. And then his other fin comes down, same length, that side. They really are. I've always loved sharks, always. Now, half the length of his head to his pectoral is the top of his mouth-ish. Alright, like that. They are just magnificent. And then he's got his bottom jaw comes like that, down like that a bit. He's got his mouth just a little bit open. Hello, Deep. How? Baby shark. Do. Yeah, no. We are not going down the baby shark route. You're funny, Deep. How you going, doll? Alright, come down and around here. They've got the most beautiful markings. That's why I love great whites, because they're just gorgeous. They are absolutely magnificent animals. Now his dorsal fin is up, about there. And then he's got his back fins down here. Can I see the one on the other side? Yes, I can. Okay, about there. It's going to change the shape of his tail a fraction. Now his eye is up sort of to the front of his head. They've got amazing eyes too. They look like death. They're amazing. Da-dum, da-dum. Yeah. And their teeth are snaggle teeth. They go in all directions. So I'll just draw his snaggle teeth. Because they do go. I can't see his top ones. Alright. Having a look. Now this is going to be just a lot of shadow. A lot of shadows. Probably the two most famous shark songs. Yeah. Very true. Very true. So I'm just going to erase this little bit here. I've got to round off his fins a bit and pop pattern on, because they've got a grey top and light underneath. Draw his gills. I can't see how many he's got, but because they're shadowed in the water, and he's got beautiful ripples above him. I'm just going to change the angle of his fin a bit, just a little bit. No, I don't like that. I'm going to put it back. Put it back how it was. Put it back how it was. Okay. Righto. That's his basic sort of a shape. Now, what I really loved about this picture is the ripples in the water. So I'm going to try and create the ripples with charcoal effect. God knows how I'm going to do it, but anyway, we'll have a try. That's why I felt like doing charcoal today. What have I done there? What the hell is that? It's a little bit of a pencil doodah. Okay, so I've got me bit of plastic so you can still see what I'm doing, but I can rest my hand on it without sort of smudging everything. Ideally, I don't want to be smudging everything. And I think I'm going to do the background first. No, I won't. I'll do the shark first. There's just the most gorgeous ripples on the water. So the white of the ripples will be the white of the paper. Like that. I'll take them down a bit. Like that. Okay. And then there's like rays of sunshine coming down from the ripples. I've done this in digital. I've not done it in charcoal before. So we'll see how this goes. So now I've got my Derwent tinted charcoal pencils here. Grab a black one. If I can find a black one. There we go. Whoops. Found a black one. And I'm going to start. I'll start with the shark, actually. I guess the bear was early morning for you. No, the bear was afternoon. He was actually afternoon. That was like 2 in the afternoon. I just finished work. And wanted to, just felt like drawing. Now, I got my little spongy doodah that I use to spread my charcoal. Because if you use your fingers, a lot of people use their hands. But if you use your hands, you end up with the sweat and the moisture off your skin damaging the paper. So that's why I never knew that, because I used to always use my hands to smudge. But yeah, I was told by a friend that no, you don't do that, because that is how you end up with stains on your paper. And I'm like, there you go, font of knowledge. And I can erase highlights off, and I'm just using my paper that I use for everything. This is 10:15 in the morning for me. 10:15 on Wednesday morning. And I've got the day off, so shark drawing it is. Alright. And I have no idea how this is going to work out, because I have not done a charcoal in years, a couple of years. So it's been a good couple of years. But I thought it would be fun to try. Still Tuesday for you? Yep. Just trying to get some of the... I can make it darker. He's got a light underbelly. And I can never remember the name of these. They've got little like sensors. There's something of the remora. I can never remember the name of it. I love sharks. I watch Shark Week. I watch all the docos. God, my daughter, my eldest daughter, went diving with sharks, because we do that here. You can do that. And she went, but she told me, and it was Shark Week, and I was watching all the documentaries. I'm like, no, don't go diving with them, because you'll get eaten. It was so funny. All right, I'm just gonna pop around, drag that around again. I think I need to make him a bit sort of fatter but I can worry about that. I've got to change his mouth a fraction as well, but I can do that. The beauty of pencil, I can erase. Somewhere around here, I actually have a big fat eraser that I can use to lift big lines. The picture in my scrolly doodahs that I did of Matthew McConaughey is in my scrolling pictures on my thing on the left hand side there. He's charcoal, but I did him years ago, drew that years ago. He took a couple of days, but he was charcoal back when I just did a lot of charcoal. Okay, erase like that, or not erase, smudging. You can get these tips in makeup tips. I just get them from the supermarket. He can't make right turns. Why? Okay. I'm sorry, he can't make left turns. Why? You're confusing me deep. Okay, just drag that out. There we go. Okay. He goes, all right, all right, all right. Oh, God. That's when people say they're all right. I say, no, I'm half left, because if I was all right, I'd be walking around in circles. And right at the end, I'll add the darkest darks. All right. Oh, yes! Oh, now I get it. Oh, my God, Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Now I get it. Oh, my God, I'm a bit slow today. I thought I was thinking about the shark. Oops. My brain wasn't braining, apparently. Oops, I'm getting stuck to my paper. I can just soften those a little bit by blending. Again, and I don't want any harsh lines on his outer edge. That's another reason I wanted to do charcoal today, because ink is, I tend to do hard lines, or I do outlines, and I wanted this to be more painterly. You like what I told Mindsay about his driveway? No, I did. I think I missed it. What did you say about his driveway? I might have missed it, Del. Come down like that. Fill that in. Okay. Now, he's got... And you've always got to have a sharpener handy. If you trip and fall down in your driveway, yes, I did see that one. I did actually, yes. Very clever. All right, so super dark on the tip. That's all. It's your own asphalt. Yeah. Very good. So that goes really pale onto his belly. Like that. Like that. All right. He's coming along. Doesn't take long. That's the beauty of charcoal. Charcoal is super fast. So I might even get a few pieces done today. I might do a couple of different ones, because this is going to be fast, because charcoal's like watercolor. It's super fast for simple sketches like this. You're back in a bit. No worries, Dale. No worries. Okay, come under here like that, and I'll darken up the edge of his fins like that. Then having a quick look and just blend that back out. I will lift some of this off with eraser pen. I've got beautiful eraser pens. I'll show you if I can find one. Where is it? Of course it's not in that bag, is it? Where's my eraser pen? What did I do with it? I've got one here somewhere. Or maybe I don't. Where is it? Where's my eraser pen? I'm looking at my shelves. It'll be here somewhere. Oh, is that an eraser pen in there? Oh, there we go. No, is that one? No, that's not one. Uh-oh. That was smart. Don't know where my eraser pen is. Maybe. Oh, no, there's one. There's one. Got it. So this, it's a pen, and it's got an eraser holder in it. So, really handy. I do have a fine one somewhere. This is a really thick one, but I do have a fine one. I'm just looking. Just can't see it. Probably one of the shelves up high with all my other stuff. But that one will do for now. So now draw his fin. His fin disappears off behind. I'm going to have a look at the other reference. Yeah, he's got dark coming down here. Like that. And every shark has a different pattern. It's like a fingerprint. If you watch Shark Week, it's very fascinating. And this is a great white, which is one of my faves. Absolutely adore great whites. Saw one in the wild once when we went down to Phillip Island. And we were at Seal Rock and they were swimming around the rock waiting for seals. Freaking gorgeous animals. Alright. But that was about a million years ago. God, that seems like forever. 20 years ago at least. Alright, let's have a look. Just pop a few different patterns on there. And then just rub them back a fraction. And I wasn't sure how this paper would work with charcoal because it's not meant for charcoal. It's actually ink paper, like a Bristol paper's like more for, what do you call it, markers and things. Usually you'd like type paper with a bit of tooth, a bit of grippy bits for your charcoal. But he's coming along, Alright. Using a couple of references here. Whoops. Okay, now that's his little side finny thing. It's a female actually, because she doesn't have claspers. Like that. Oops, you can see that smudging around him, but it's alright because I'm going to add water around him anyway, so it's not an issue at all. Strengthen up these outer lines. Right, I'm gonna now, this is going to be the hard part, is doing the water around him very carefully. I want to get it as smooth as I can. Actually, I've got to do inside his mouth and around his snaggly teeth, leaving the white of the paper as the white of his teeth. Got to keep my pencil super duper sharp for this bit. Cut around these edges. I won't be able to use my smudging tool in here because I will smudge the teeth. And when I've got some spray, when this is done, that I can add the spray to set the charcoal. So that's it then, it's on the paper, and it's called workable fixative. You can get it. I've had a bottle for like 10 years. It lasts forever. I just realised I've got to do the shadows on his underside, so I better do that. And I can just use the charcoal that's still on my smudge stick. Like that. Like that. And I'll build up a couple of layers of shadows. But that sort of gives him his basic shape. And I'll just take that around like that. Now, having a look. He's got a few more patterns on him because they've got little marks on them. Coming around here. Draw a couple more. Darken up his nose. Alright. Okay. Back down underneath. Like that. Blend that out. There we go. I want more blended lines, not hard lines. So I'm going to soften all of these. Like that. And then take them out, drag them out. I sort of pretty much use the same technique as painting. I put the mark on and then I move it around. So I sort of do use the same technique. I just realised that. There you go. Just carefully marking the water in here. They blend into their background beautifully. They really do. Just carefully work my way around. So I can do circular motions for the water coming down here. And I want beams of sunshine coming down, so I'm going to leave gaps. I've actually got willow charcoal. It's actually just burnt branch. It is burnt willow. It is actually willow burnt. So but it might be a bit of a smoother effect than the pencil. We'll see. We'll just keep going for a little while and see how we go. And I can erase as well to get some lines back, which I will do. Some highlights and some lines back. Just going to work my way around. Carefully, carefully. Like this, and just soften that off, being careful to leave the white of the paper for the white of the highlights of the ripples. Come down around his body like that, and see, I'm going to show you here. Where's my eraser pencil? I can go here and just lift off any highlights that I want to lift off. I can lift off with this. So it's really handy to have a pointed eraser that you can lift off your main highlights at the end. I've got to find my little one. I've got a little one. I just love to know what I've done with it because I'm a nong and I put things away and then I don't know where I've bloody well put them. Consistency is key and I'm consistently inconsistent. Okay. You see I've lost the highlight just there, so I'm going to take that back like that. And you've got to be careful not to press too hard because I could damage this paper because this is really not meant for charcoal because that's how I roll. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can find my eraser pencil. I know it's here somewhere. Hang on, it might be up here. Might be up the top here. Reaching. No, it's not in there. Oh, is it? Hang on, no it is. Oh, I found it. Go me. So this is my thin eraser pencil. Hang on, dig it out. In my tub of everythings. This is a thin one, so you can get a fine pointed one, which is just, you hold it just like a pencil, and you just push it out, and you can trim off the dirty end, which I'll do, and then I can use that for my fine my fine eraser marks. So you can get them at pretty much, I'm pretty sure, any art shop, most paper, like newspapery places, anywhere that sells pencils and things, and you can get the refills as well. Most reputable places like an Officeworks or places like that, Office Place, will have it. But yeah, invest in a couple of those pointed erasers. Makes life a whole lot easier. Now where'd I put my smudgy doodah? Oh golly gosh, I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. What have I done with it? I had it. Oh, there it is. Found it, buried it. Lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. Alright, blend that down. Like that. Okay. Blend that down. And I can fine tune that. I'm just laying down the basic sort of shapes. And I am probably going to end up with charcoal all over me, because I always end up covered in charcoal when I do charcoal. I end up touching my face or touching my arm, or end up with it all over my clothes, because I tend to be a messy artist. Oh well. See, like I just did then, scratch my face holding the smudgy doodah, and then I end up with smudgy doodah all over my face. I'm not going to finish the whole page. I'm just going to take it down, probably to about there. This paper is acting very strangely with this with charcoal pencil, but that's okay because I can blend it anyway. I just thought the smoothness of the paper would allow for nicer blending. I thought. I think. Come down here. I'm going to try a bit of my willow. See if that's any better. They're different. It is basically just burnt wood. We'll see how that goes. Well, it's a charcoal stick, but yeah, actually it's softer. Where's a willow? I've got willow in here somewhere. Do I have willow still? Yes, I have willow. So this is willow charcoal. This is but it's very, very fragile. It's very easy to break. Come down the middle like that, and blend it. I always get smothered in it. Okay, now carefully I'm going to work my way from the top around these reflections in the water, the ripples on the top, the surface ripples. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you can see that's actually smoother. Creates a much smoother charcoal effect. And it can take a couple of layers. Come up here. Just pop some charcoal down. You can use the side of the charcoal as well. Okay, come down and around, come around there. Like that. I do love charcoal, I have to say. It's like ink. It's got the same kind of feeling as ink. I just like the black and white of it. You can get coloured charcoal too. I've got some coloured charcoal, or tinted charcoal, which is really quite handy. Down and around here. Blend that out. down and around here. And I can go back and lift anything that I don't want, anything that's where I don't want it. So I might even go over this lot. There's a ripple there. Come in and around. Alright, having a look. That does not look like ripple, so I've got to make these stronger. But it will. Eventually, I've just got to be patient, which is not a forte of mine. Patience is not a skill of mine. Just keep at it. Keep at it. They'll get there. Bring this sort of pretty much up to his nose. There we go. Because I've ended up with... I'm going to see if I can... take some rays sort of down from there, like that. That looks better. Or it will look better. Just wanted to see if that effect worked, but it does, so that's good. So I'll just continue on. I'm sort of experimenting as well, because it's been a long time. Long time between charcoal drawings. I should actually draw some other fish in the background, shouldn't I? Because he's got to be hunting something, doesn't he? Really. Just blend that out and around. Oh no, I started the morning, I was going to draw a reindeer. Or a deer. And it's like, yeah, no, shark. It's amazing how I go through. I was going to draw a helicopter. Then I was going to draw a deer. Then I was going to draw... What else was I going to draw? Hang on, what have I got in my reference? A car. I was going to draw an elk, a car. And then I settled on shark. Don't quite know how that happened, but anyway. And a crocodile. Yeah. But yeah, my brain goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour in all directions when I'm feeling inspired. I come back and around. Okie doke. I can strengthen it as I go. Bringing that down and around, blend it all out. Where's my bit of plastic on? Oh my word. There we go, found it. That's not it, but that's not it. Of course it's disappeared. Okay. There we go. I'll just rest my hand on that so I don't smudge everything, because I do have a tendency to do that. So I just use a bit of, what do you call it? A bit of paper you stick your files in, and a bit of the clear paper, clear plastic that you stick your files in, and it works wonders. So once I've got this sort of blocked in, I can start looking for the subtle differences in the ripples and things. Oh, and I was going to draw like a cod, a fish. That was another thing I was going to do. Oops. Ah! Just broke your charcoal. Bugger. Okay, put that over there. That's the only thing about these soft charcoal, these willow charcoal, they break super easy. I'm just going to blend that. I've got to be careful. This paper is really I'll damage it if I'm not careful. Okay. And I've got to darken up directly around him. Take that all the way to the edge. Like that. Blend it up. Blend it up. the direction that the light's coming down the water. Like that. Now, go back in, darken up directly around him, but between the rays. I think. I think. Just to get another level of darkness, shadow colours, shadow tones rather, not really colours. Just fill this in gently, gently. As my dad used to say, gently, gently, catchy monkey. Keep that plastic under my hand so I don't smudge everything. Or smudge it less than I should, less than I would. There we go. Come down again. Like that. Okay. Got to try and figure out how to do these ripples. Because that was what I fell in love with the reference. Was the ripples on the top. So I don't know how I'm going to do them. I can do them in digital. Doing them in drawing is a whole different ball game. So I might darken up around them carefully. Make them a bit more defined. Hope that works. And then I'll take little light ripples out, like light shafts coming down from them. And you know, doesn't matter if I make a mistake because there's an eraser. A kneadable eraser is also a good thing. I've got one beside me that I've had for years, the same eraser, which is super handy. And you can just literally, they're called kneadable erasers because you can sort of they're like blue tack. You can roll it up and roll it into balls and do all kinds of fun stuff with it. But it actually self-cleans. If you roll it into a ball on itself, it cleans itself. So I've had the eraser I've used for charcoal, and you can roll it in on itself and it stays good. Okay. It stays clean, so I'm just going to darken up here a bit more. Starting to get sort of ish how I want it, and then I'll lift out some lines again because the sunlight's creating all kinds of interesting reflections on the surface, and he's sort of coming up to the surface like that. Sort of soften the edges a little bit. There we go. Like that. Looks a bit strange at the minute, but just be patient. Be patient, it'll work. I hope. She says famous last words. I hope it'll work. Alright, blend that in. And then I'll get back to the shark. These finer details, sort of towards the end. Okay, blend that out. Take it around that one. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to soften all of these. Anywhere there's a hard line, I'm going to try, or a hard blob, I'm going to soften it just by smudging it. Because it still stays darker, fraction darker. Soften all those hard lines. Then I'm going to go back in. I'm actually going to go over all of this because I'm liking the charcoal effect, the softer charcoal better, the effect of it. The charcoal pencil has left horrible lines that I'm going to get rid of right now. I'm just going to go over all that pencil work and smudge over the top to disappear it. Because yeah, I like this charcoal better. You can see all these lines. I don't want the lines. I want to blend those out. Then I'll go over the top with my eraser, soften some areas, and it'll be magical. It all comes to life at the end. You just got to be patient and brave, a little bit brave and a little bit patient. Alright. Like that. Come down there. Again, go over this one. Make him darker in there. For contrast's sake. There we go, come down here. Just working my way over all those liney bits. Then I'll go back in with my eraser. Whoops, I keep hitting my head on my camera, my phone camera. Alright, come down and around. Blend that all the way down. Okay. That's pretty much eradicated all those liney bits. Now, brown cow. Except for this bit, I've got to do this bit again. And that bit again, under there. Blend it. Alright, now, get my big eraser. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Got a few different reference pictures. Like that. Let's create some ripples. Like that. Let's take back some of that light. Put some shafts coming down. Reflections coming down. Like that. And he's also got them on his back. You can see how that works. It just creates those little rays of light. And you can get sandpaper, like a very fine sandpaper, to clean your eraser. Not really sandpaper, just a rough paper will clean the grit off the end of your eraser. I've forgotten all the old tricks. I'm just going to soften some of these edges. Again, going in the direction of the water. Like that. And then I can blend out anything again that I want to blend out. Alright, so having a look. Looks a bit messy, but it's alright. It's a practice. I haven't done charcoal in years. So it's a fun practice and it's my favourite subject, so having a quick look. I'm going to have to blend up there. I've got it all looking blobby. Blend it, and you can just blend it out again. If you don't like something, just blend it out again. You shouldn't do what I'm doing like now, but it's the only way I can. I haven't got a little just going to carefully erase that bit there like that. Oops. Now where's my little eraser? Where's my little one? Where did I put it? Over here. I'm going to go back onto my shark. Actually, I'm going to go back into him now. I can start to add because the water's not the focus, the shark is the focus. I'm going to start to add a bit more detail onto the shark now. Go back a fraction and add a bit more detail to him, because he is a beauty. Just add his darker tones, like that, and then soften them off a little bit. Just had to round up his nose a fraction, because I'd lost a little bit of that. And very carefully darken up around that edge. Onto the white, I've got to add a little bit of shadow. Like that. Add some even darker shadow tones under here. Blend that. Like that. Having a quick look. Alright. He's super dark down here. Heard a noise out the back. It's my daughter. It's okay. Alright. Now I can... Alright, you can see he's starting to come to life a bit now. And if you want to be really sort of seriously doing layers, you can spray it with your fixative and then go back, let it dry, go back and do another layer. And it lets you add to the top. So it lets you build layers up quite effectively. He's got shadow under here. Got to start to really define his body shape. Or her body shape. Alright. It's fun. It's good fun. Okay, come down and around. Like that. Alright. She's got grey underbelly, a grey top, white underbelly. So I'm just going to blend that a bit more too. Create a stronger line along the edge. Just got to give her fin a bit more darkness. There we go. Okay, I'm not happy with the ripples. I've got to soften it a bit more somehow. Create some more contrast around old Sharky mate. Just blend that out like that. Alright. I'm actually going to go over, try and make that all a bit more uniform. Just blend it all together and go back over it with the eraser. See if that works. Do. Getting there. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Just got to work at it. I don't know if I've still got any charcoal paper. I'll have to have a look. I think I've long since lost it, misplaced it. Lost it, gave it away, did something with it. Drawn on it for other stuff. Just going to blend all of that out, soften all of those edges. And then go back in with my eraser. Mama Shark, yeah. Blend it all out. The water needs to be soft, and I'll go back and add those lines back in. Now, like that. Clean off my eraser. There we go. Like that. Okay, having a look. Get my little fine one. And I've got to draw. Actually, I see what I've done. I've got to add more colour to the top of him. Strengthen up here. And then I can take away Whipple effect. Okay, go back here. His nose is more rounded. Blend it a little bit more. I can always go back in with my pencil as well, because I can see that I need... Where did I put my pencil? Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Okay, because I can see that I need to add a little bit more sharpness back in, and depth of darkness, contrast, like that, just in, because I've lost some of the sharpness by smudging, like that. Try and get it back again. Like that. See, he's starting to pop now. Starting to come to life. Just patience. That's all it is. Patience, perseverance, and a bit of luck. Bit of luck. Definitely a bit of luck. Backing up and around there. I can soften that one. Oh gosh, nearly dropped my pencil. And you don't want to drop your charcoal, because if you drop it, it will smash to smithereens and there'll be nothing left and you can't use it. So you don't try not to drop your charcoal pencils, because they shatter to in 1,000 bits. It's very, very fragile, very brittle. Alright. Okay, having a look. It's darker around his underside. Like that. Get some of the contrast happening again. Like that. Go stronger around this tail flute. Like that. Having a look. Blend that out a little bit. Soften it. Super carefully. You could do this with cotton buds as well. If you have cotton buds handy, cotton buds will work. Cotton tips, whatever you call them. Like we call them cotton buds here in Australia. Just going to darken up around the back of this flute. That one, like that. There we go, he's starting to come to life. A little bit on there. I really want to blacken up this eye, because they've got dead eyes. They're amazing. Like that. And then I'm going to actually erase a little line around that eye with my super fine eraser. Like that. And then I'm going to go back and I can add the water ripples, the patterns of the ripples onto his back. like that. So you just lift off you just erase the reflections off the water, and that becomes your oh, hang on, I've got to draw. I haven't defined around his teeth. Like that. I've got to come down and around here. Very carefully. Then blend that. Like that. And then, whoops, I've got everything in my hand. like I'm jumping around with all the things in my hand. This is how I get so messy. Just going to try and keep the shape. Like that. Down and around. There we go. Having a look. I'm going to put some of this down. I've got too much stuff in my hands. I'm going to sit them down there. And I'm just building up the shark now. Getting a bit more shape to him. A bit more three-dimensionalness. Having a look. Darken up there. And just soften that, like that. I've got to take that line up so it doesn't meet there. There we go, that's better. Got to have everything level. And then I can actually take that back a fraction to fine that line up a bit. And then I can add a highlight where the light's reflecting there. Like that. Got a hairy eraser. Having a look. Let's get a super sharp line there. I can add a little bit of a highlight there. Having another look. So the wider the paper is, the wider the piece. Might just try and add a little bit light around the edges, just a little bit. Like that. Just lift that back a fraction. Help with the contrast. Having a look. I'm actually going to erase these. Don't want that there. I'll just smooth it out. Like that. Doesn't get rid of it, but just softens it. Like that. Pop a few more little marks on down here. Follow the direction of his tongue. Okay, having a look. Just going to darken up all of that just a fraction. And then blend it, make it stronger. Through here. There we go. Strengthen that. I can blend that up a fraction. I don't want it to be... I've got to actually finish that fin a bit. like that. Shadow in under that one. Drag it round like that. That you'll use, is that just to make, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep, you can use Q-tips. Yeah, it's an eyeshadow brush. That's all I'm using, just an eyeshadow brush. Because they're little, and you can get, because I'm only working on an A4 size paper. Yeah, it's perfect size. Perfect size. Nice and easy. And I've also got like these sort of tools, but for larger pieces, and more for pastel drawing. And I've also got big sponges, things like that, for blending things. That's a makeup sponge. Bless you. Thank you. Having another look. I've got to try. Now this is a trick. I'm going to see if this works. I've got somewhere here my kneadable eraser. There it is. So this is my kneadable eraser I was telling you about before. So you squish it up like that. Squish it, squish it, squish it. And then I can roll it. It'll erase and soften. There we go. Gently lifts off the heavier charcoal. And you just knead it and it cleans it. Knead it again. And cleans it. And it just softens. I'm just going to soften around the shark. I'm not going to actually touch the shark. There we go. That looks a bit better. And I can just go over anywhere that I think is a little bit heavy. Looks a bit heavy, a bit hard. And soften it. Like that. And then I can go back again and tidy up my shark a little bit more. And I reckon he's just about done. He's not far from being done. I'm quite happy with it. For my first charcoal in a long time. And I'll have to spray him and frame him. I think I'll keep him. I've got a pill case that is just the perfect size for a kneadable eraser, so you can carry it around in your pocket. Perfect, yeah. They're very, very handy. Love my kneadable eraser. Now what have I done with my smudgy doodah? I had it. It's the only thing about my smudgy doodah, it's so little. I've lost it. Oh my god. Hang on, I'll find another one. I've got a few in here. I'm sure I have. Or not. Oh no, there it is. They disappear so easily. That's the only problem. Now, where did I? Oh, there. It's like, where did I put the marks? I just want to soften them. Just a fraction. And then getting the last little bits of definition on. Then there's something I've done. I'm missing something. Excuse me. Okay, having a look. Just going to darken around the top of his mouth a little. Blend, blendy, 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 blend. Just softening, creating the shadows. And there's enough charcoal on this smudgy tool, my makeup tool, that it just helps. It still adds just a little bit of of shadow, just a little bit. It's easy to get carried away, very easy to get carried away and do too much. Okay, now, this is where I go, final touch. I'm going to clean, I'm going to cut the end off, the tip off this end of this eraser so it's nice and clean. And I'm going to go around the edge like that, just to help tidy up those outer lines. And I quite like that effect as well, the light sort of coming down on him like that. And then I can go take some light sort of shafts up like that, especially around the tip of his nose. Like that. And the Staedtler mechanical pencil, yes. I love my mechanical pencils. I've got tons of them. I've got literally 30 or 40 of them. It's going to add the patterns again that I've lost on his back a little bit. I'll grab my larger eraser. Like that. Get rid of all the dusty bits. Like that. And I am going to call that done, I think. So I'm going to sign that. Like that. And I am going to call that done. I think. Might add a few more. I've got to add a little bit of a highlight on there, because that bit would be seeing the light. Go back around that bit a bit. Right, I reckon I'm going to call that done. I keep fiddling. This is the problem with charcoal, because it's movable. You can change things. You can alter things again and again and again and again. It's not like watercolour. Once it's done, it's done. Thank you. Thank you. It was a bit of fun. And I haven't done charcoal in a while. So let's see who is on. And let's go and raid someone. I've just got to get back to my other Twitchy doodah to see who's floating around. And see who we can raid. It's nice to share the love. So who's on? Who have we got? Who artists have we got? Ah, we've got Show Me Art is on. Let's go and hang out with Show Me Art. So / he's someone who I've met on stream a few times. So let's go / raid at Show Me Art. No, I'll just go Show Me Art. Show Me Art. Is that it? Show Me Art 22. So let's go and raid Show Me Art 22. And I'd love it if you come with me. And I will see you over there. I've just got to find... Oh, they're doing a beautiful cat portrait. Let's go.